Hi guys, it's Shaniqua Dasher and
Kayla Dasher
of Dasher Creations, and we are so excited to be here for our third installment of the Who's That Hero Women's History Edition. We are going to be making a ballerina inspired by
Misty Copeland.
Miss Misty Copeland, and she looks a little something like this. She's a spinning ballerina.
Do you mean Misty Copeland looks like that, or do you mean the ballerina?
The ballerina looks like that. And Misty Copeland too. And she's a spinning ballerina. Absolutely fabulous, okay? So here are the things that you need to make this ballerina. All of the measurements for each of the pieces are listed in the description of the event. What you need and I'm using Color of the World Premium Project Paper. You need 2 6.5 by 11 inch rectangles. This is basically the piece of paper with a section chopped off. That section that gets chopped off is going to also create 2 by 3 inch rectangles, and this is for the bodice. It's also going to create an oval that's 0.75 inches by 2 inches, and you're going to cut those in half to create the shoes. And for the bodice and the skirt, you can use white, just regular white copy paper, or you can use the pink for the premium Colors of the World premium project paper. Okay, then you're going to need the color medium golden for Misty's skin color, or you can use a skin color that reflects your own. And so the medium golden, you're going to cut a 2-inch circle. Okay, so this is a 2-inch circle, and it's also equivalent to the bottom of an applesauce container. So a personal size applesauce container, that is a 2-inch circle. So if you need to trace a applesauce container to make your 2-inch circle, you can. Then you'll also need a black or a dark brown for the hair, and that again is a 2-inch circle. You'll need 2 of those. And then you'll need a 1.5-inch circle, which is the size of this glue stick, the bottom of the Crayola glue stick, 1.5-inch circle. And a bamboo stick. Yes, a bamboo stick and some glue and scissors. And you'll likely need a ruler so you can cut all of your squares. Yep. And a black washable marker or permanent marker. Choice is yours to draw the face on. And those are all of our materials. So let's get started. First thing you're gonna do, and Kayla's gonna go ahead and start, you're gonna grab your 2 strips that are 1.5 inch by 11. So grab 2 strips that are 1.5 inch by 11, stack them on top of each other. You're gonna take a ruler and you're going to mark, and Kayla's has already been marked. You're gonna take a ruler and you're gonna mark it starting from the bottom, go up 4 inches and make a mark, and then go up another 3 inches and make a mark, okay? That is gonna just be a guide to tell you how far you need to cut up and where you need to start. So Kayla, I want you to go ahead and cut up the center. Yep. So cut up, I'm just marking the center for you. Cut up the center and stop where you get to the 4-inch mark. And I'm holding this.
Which one's the 4-inch on top or the bottom?
This is the 4-inch mark. I'm also using some clips. So if you have any binder clips or any little clips at home, that's helpful to hold the papers together when you're cutting. All right. And then you're going to flip it around and go straight up to that 3-inch mark that you made on the other side. Good job. Yep, stop there. That's it.
I'm a little bit over.
Yep, all you do is cut up. So now these are her legs. So now you're gonna flip it around, and you made that 3-inch mark. You're gonna cut up to the 3-inch mark. To read a fact. Very good, Kayla, thank you. Misty Copeland was born on September the 10th, 1982 in Kansas City, Missouri, but was raised in California. And so with this fact, I'm gonna ask you below, where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? Misty Copeland was born in Kansas City, Missouri. She was raised in California. Where are you tuning in from? We are tuning in from Atlanta, Georgia. So we'd love to hear who's with us today. Thank you, Kayla. You already cut it up? Awesome.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the erasing because we will actually put something on top of that.
Yeah.
So if you make any marks, don't worry because there's something that's going to go on top of it anyway. So you will be good to go. Okay, now you're going to add your bamboo stick to your legs, okay? So take the pointy side so that it's away, and it's going to glue down right here, starting where the arms are. These are the arms, and I have it turned sideways right now. And I'm going to take some glue, and I'm actually going to put glue all over the belly area. You're going to make your little hump piece and stick those pieces together. Now, you definitely want to get it dry a little bit. You're going to glue your legs, glue your other leg, glue your arm, glue your other arm, and then let it dry. I'm going to sit this to the side because we have one that's already dry. Okay? All right. Now that you have one that is dry, you are going to fold her arms down. So her arms are at the top, fold them down.
Okay, let's put this in.
Yep, just fold it down. That's all you gotta do. Exactly. Yep, fold it down at an angle, like this. Ta-da. Yep. So now she's like this.
You can already play with her now.
And you can play with her arms and do whatever once she's fully dressed, okay? Now we're going to add her bodice and we're going to add her shoes. Yep, she's already ready to spin. She just doesn't have a pretty skirt on yet. All right, so go ahead and take your glue stick, Kayla, and let's add the bodice. So the bodice, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
The bodice is going to go right up here at the top. So you're going to add some glue up here and add the bodice at the top. And then the back, we'll glue onto the back and you're going to sandwich those two together. So go ahead and read a rule, and if you want me to glue it, I will.
It's not a rule.
And not a rule. Go ahead and read a fact about Misty and I will glue. Yes.
Is this an accident? Like,
Yes.
okay. In 2015, she became the first African American female to be principal dancer for the American Ballet Theater in their 75-year history. Wait, didn't she die, or is she
She's still alive, yeah. She was born in 1982. Mommy was born a little bit after that, actually.
the next year? So you're older than her?
No, she's older than me. If I was born after her.
So you're 1 year older than her?
She's 1 year older than me.
Okay.
I'll never
Alright.
tell. It's okay.
It's
I'm
confusing.
proud of my age. It's fine.
It's confusing.
So yeah, so she became, so you would think that Misty Copeland is an older person because of the fact that she was the first African American principal dancer in that 75 years of history that American, what are you doing?
I was expecting her to be 80.
You was expecting her to be 80. No, the American Ballet Theater has been around for 75 years. In the 75 years that American Ballet Theater has been around, they have not had an African American principal dancer. And a principal dancer is like a lead dancer, okay? So that's a really big deal that it took until 2015 for them to have an African American lead. And that is why Misty Copeland is so dynamic.
Wait, how many?
So now we put the bodice on. We're ready for shoes.
The bodice sounds so weird.
Yes. So you are going to cut your oval. Kayla, we're not ready for that yet.
Okay, so pretty.
I know it's so pretty. You have your oval. You're literally going to cut your oval in half, okay? One half of your oval will go on the front of the foot. The other half will go on the back. Go ahead and Kayla, go ahead and do that. You don't have to cut it in half. Yours is already cut. So go ahead and glue one half on the front, one half on the back, and do it for both feet. And I will read.
A glue stick.
Yes, you can use a glue stick. Misty was once very shy and said that ballet gave her the confidence to speak up loudly. Can you identify with that, Kayla? Kayla sometimes is shy. Are you not? Just around people you don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell your secrets.
That's not even a secret.
Is anybody else in the chat, if you're a shy person or if you consider yourself an introvert, drop it below. If you consider yourself an extrovert, drop it below. An introvert likes to keep to themselves. But they do like people, but they just like to keep to themselves most of the time. And an extrovert is like fueled and energized by other people. So are you an introvert or an extrovert? Drop it below. I'm actually something called an omnivert. So I'm an introverted person, but people do fuel me. So I become extroverted in certain situations. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't. So I'm an omnivert. So you could be both. And there's an omnivert and an ambivert. There's two different versions of a introvert / extrovert. Yes.
Wait, which is extrovert the one who's not shy, and introvert is the one who is shy?
Introvert might not even be shy. The introvert just like prefers to keep to themselves.
Yeah.
Okay? So it doesn't necessarily mean they're shy. Go ahead and put your other foot on.
But it's so fun to spin.
I know, but go ahead and put your other foot on so we can do the skirt and then we can spin. All right.
So she's gonna spin without a head.
Well, actually, you know what? Let's do the head. Do you want to do the head or the other shoe? Okay. So while she does the other shoe, I'm gonna show you how to put your head on. So here's your head.
How do you mean together?
Head is on and together. So here's your head, and then here are your 2-inch circles. You're gonna take your scissors, and you're going to cut one of your 2-inch circles in half. Now, this is gonna be her bang. It can be straight across, so you can give it a little shape dimension. You can give it a little snippy if you want to. So I just gave it a little snip. And I'm going to glue this on top of her face, okay? And I'll borrow Kayla's glue stick.
Is it okay if I cut this excess off?
Absolutely. So you may have a little excess on your shoe or your skin, and it's perfectly fine to trim that up and neaten it up. Same thing might happen if your circles, like when you're cutting, your circles are a little off. You'll have a little excess, and that's okay. You can just trim it off. All right, so now I have her bang on. I'm gonna add this bun. This bun is 1.5 inches, and I'm just going to put a little glue at the bottom of it. And then I'm going to glue it right there at the top of her head. Ta-da! Kayla needs to borrow the glue. Now I'm going to, before I put her head on her actual body, I am going to draw her face. So all I'm doing is a U for one eye, a U for another eye, a little light U for her nose, and a U for her smile. A wide U, okay? Doo-doo. And then I love a good lash, so I'm just gonna add some straight lines to her eyes and create eyelashes.
Those don't really look like U's.
Well, they're like curves facing upward. Thank you.
Beautiful.
All right.
Now you can spin it.
Now we need to put her head on and create her skirt so that we can spin it. So her arms are facing forward. So we're going to go where her arms are facing forward, and we're going to glue here, and we're going to put her head on here. All right. So now that her face is on the front, I'm going to put the other 2-inch circle on the back. Kayla, can you share another fact about Misty Copeland?
Okay. You only have 2 more facts after this. I'm gonna go with the long one. Copeland released 2 books in 2014. The first one was
Memoirs.
Life in Motion and Unlikely in Motion. The first memoir, Life in Motion and Unlikely Ballerina. The second was a picture book aimed at young children, titled Fire.
All right, so here we have our ballerina. The only thing she has left is her skirt.
She looks fine without a skirt. Let's spin her.
She looks prettier when she's spinning with a skirt. Okay, so to make your skirt, let's show you how to do this. All right, you're going to do a fan. You're going to do a fan fold. So you're going to take your...
Ooh, extra stick. Don't mind if I do.
You should do a fan fold. Fold up. Then flip it. And fold. And flip it. And fold. and flip it and fold until you get all the way to the end. You have 2 more facts left. Go ahead and read us another fact while I finish this last fan fold.
Copeland is a strong advocate for diversity in ballet. Also, how do you know what I'm trying to say?
Because I am familiar with the facts. All right, so now that you have the fan fold, you're going to take your fan and fold it in half. Fan fold and then fold it in half. Right, so now after you have your fan fold, you're gonna take some glue and glue it right down there in the middle. So Kayla, if you'll take your glue stick and glue it right there for me.
Okay.
And then there's one more piece that we'll have to glue after we glue that to make sure that the skirt doesn't fall forward. And while Kayla does that, I'm going to redraw her face using this Take Note permanent marker. Oh, it looks so much better. Thank you for the suggestion, Kayla.
You're also allowed to get rid of this marker.
Alright, so now I have the permanent marker for her face. Alright, so now that we have that...
It's not even.
Oh, it's okay. We can always trim it, right? So, Kayla noticed that it wasn't even. Probably I didn't fold it all the way straight in half. And that's okay, because all we have to do is trim it and get it to a place that is even. Ta-da! Now it's even. Alright, so once you open it, there's 2 layers that are open, right? So you need to take some glue, and I already actually glued that, or did I not?
No, you didn't.
Okay, so then we need to take some glue, Kayla. Let's do this together. And open up that layer and glue that down. Glue it down. Ooh, glue it down good. And that's 1 layer. And then the second layer as well. There we go. And then I'm just gonna take a clip and hold it for a second. And Kayla, you're gonna hold yours for a second. And then we're gonna show you how to put it on. So, of course we want it to be dry, but we're gonna just show you how to add it to your skirt.
How do you just use this ruler?
All right, so now I'm gonna take glue and put it on here and here. There we go. Glue here. Glue here. And then I'm going to take the center peak and put it right where my bamboo stick is. And then Kayla, let me see your side of the skirt.
Do I need to glue the glue?
Yeah, put the glue on the outside. Because then we're gonna stick it.
Both sides?
Yep, on both sides. And I'm moving her arms out the way. Okay. And then we're putting Kayla's on the other side. So perfect. Hurry, hurry for my glue dries. All right, so stick yours here. Yep, center, center. Stick, stick. Perfect, perfect. And then you're going to hold it. Yep, there we go. Perfect. So you can do some teamwork. You can hold it with your clip. You can hold it with your hands. If you don't have clips, you can hold it with your hands. We have clips, so we're gonna use our clips. So she's gonna hold it here, and that way your glue has time to dry before you start spinning it around. And make sure you press that against your, I'm actually gonna slide this over. I'm pressing the actual skirt against the bodice as well. Yeah, that should be good. I'm gonna hold it. But then you have your beautiful ballerina. Did we read everything on Misty Copeland? You want to do one more?
Okay. Copeland started learning ballet age of 13, which is considered a late start for ballerinas in training.
Wow. So that's actually one of my favorite facts about Misty Copeland, that she started learning ballet at the age of 13. Usually ballerinas start training at age 3, 4, very, very, very early. And she started at the age of 13, and it's actually one of the best ballerinas to do it. So that is a very interesting fact. So here is your beautiful, I'm gonna unclip it. Okay, yeah, it's good to go. I'll let you do the honors. Oh, you can do anything with her arms. You can let it go in a plie form. You can put one arm up. You can put one arm back. You can put the arms behind. Whatever you like to do with the arms. And then Kayla, you may spin. Did you enjoy this?
Yes, but the only thing weird about it is that it looks like her arms are attached to her head.
Because we didn't do a neck. Very cool. So there you have it. Oh, let's do a spinning match. Do 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 do. I can dance better than you.
I like the outfit in white though.
You like it in white? So, oh yeah, and Kayla, you can add, you know, some blue designs on yours because I know blue is your favorite color. So you can add some fun to your ballet costume.
Actually, I like this. The white looks good.
You like it fresh and white?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Look at it.
So we just made spinning ballerina. Not fighting ballerina.
Pretty hard.
Dance fight.
Yeah, dance fight. Spin.
We just made spinning ballerinas for our Women's History hero, Misty Copeland. Tell us how you like this craft. If you're going to do this craft, what color will your leotard and skirt be? Will you do designs on it? Tell us how you like it below. Don't forget to hashtag Crayola Crafts and Dasher Creations if you create this ballerina. We're so excited to see what you make.
Now I'm gonna touch your hair.
I can't deal with her. We're so excited to see what you make. And make sure you join us next week for our Who's That Hero Women's History Edition craft. Again, it's Shaniqua Dasher and
Dasher
of Dasher Creations. And on behalf of Crayola, we can't wait to create with you again. Hashtag Crayola Crafts.
Hashtag Crayola Scissors.
See you next time, guys. Bye.
Be all your sins. I want to send you away. Ballerina there.